Alright guys, so as I said in a recent video, there's good Ted Cruz and there's bad Ted Cruz, right? When Ted Cruz is good and he's hot, he's on fire, right? He's on fire, he's unstoppable, okay? He's somebody I would vote for to be president, okay? However, when Ted Cruz is bad, when he's cold, he's ice cold, okay? And the other day I talked about good Ted Cruz, okay? He was on fire when he was pressing Biden's DOJ official on why in the world they're not enforcing the law against people who they politically agree with, okay? The Roe v. Wade protesters who were intimidating Supreme Court justices outside of their homes, chasing them outside of restaurants, and in some cases that you had an assassination attempt, right? Why is the DOJ not enforcing laws, right, against these extremists? I thought that he dismantled that clueless official pretty good, right? Ted Cruz, again, was on fire. But, you know, lo and behold, we have cold Ted Cruz, right? We have bad Ted Cruz as he gives a very bad take on the Brittney Griner situation. As he says, quote, disappointed and deeply concerned that Russia appears ready to continue unjustly detaining Brittney Griner. She should be released and returned to her family immediately. So you have Ted Cruz here repeating the Democrat Party and the Biden administration talking points about how Brittney Griner is unjustly detained, even though she broke the laws of the land in Russia. Again, whether or not you agree with those laws is irrelevant. She broke another country's laws, and she has to suffer the consequences. It is what it is. To say that it's unjust and that she should be released immediately and returned to her family, yeah, I think this is bad Ted Cruz, okay? Especially when you have more left-leaning individuals out there like Tulsi Gabbard and Elon Musk giving much more level-headed takes on the situation. But before we get into that, I just want to let you guys know, if you want to support the channel, you can check out my new merch, my donkey pox shirts, the disease that is affecting America, or you can check out my hashtag no days off / hard work patriotic t-shirts. You can get them at gforemanbcp.com. Get 20% off using discount code gforemanbcp. So without further ado, roll the clip.
You know, if the president's working so hard to sort of free someone who's in jail in Russia for some weed, then shouldn't we free people
That's what Joe
in
just
America?
said. I saw that.
Who,
Yeah,
Joe
absolutely.
So
Rogan
it's
said
like
that,
there are
yeah.
people in jail in America
For the same shit.
for the same stuff. Shouldn't we free them too? It
pretty
seems
Of course,
like,
this is something that's legal in so many states right now as well. It's
I
not
mean,
like,
I think it's like it's not. I mean, my opinion is that people should not be in jail for nonviolent drug crimes.
See, we now have Kamala today condemning Russia. How do we make sense of the vice president?
That's a great question, Will. Another note of hypocrisy coming from Kamala Harris and this administration is you mentioned how during her illustrious record as Attorney General in California, you gave some of those examples, she kept prisoners in prison longer than their sentences to use them as free slave labor. Yet at the same time, these very same people are condemning other countries for doing the exact same thing. It doesn't make any sense. The thing that struck me when I saw Kamala Harris's tweet and her statement expressing this outrage about Brittney Griner, first of all, let me say, I don't think anybody anywhere in the world should be imprisoned for marijuana possession, period, full stop. When you look at Kamala Harris's statement on Twitter, she's expressing this outrage about Brittney Griner. My question for her and the Biden administration is, where is your outrage for your fellow Americans who are sitting in prison today here in the United States of America because of minor marijuana violations? How come you are not fighting as hard for them to be returned home and reunited with their families as you are for Brittney Griner? And to me, the message to the American people through their actions is loud and clear, is that if you are rich and powerful or famous, then you will get special treatment from this administration. If you are not, we don't care about you and we're going to let you sit there and rot in jail.
Yeah, so I think one of my favorite things about this whole Brittney Griner situation is the fact that most people can collectively agree that, yes, being locked up for putting a drug in your body, being locked in a cage for that is ridiculous. However, that is the law of the land, right? So you have people that also at the same time are saying, look, even though we know it's ridiculous that she's over there for that reason, that is still the law, right? They're enforcing the same laws that we currently enforce here in America. And as long as we're enforcing these laws here in America, we can't go over there and tell them how to enforce their laws, right? And in fact, Elon Musk was a victim, right, of our laws here, okay, as allegedly the feds decided to drug test him because he went on Joe Rogan and smoked weed. And allegedly, his competitors complained about that and said, hold on now, Elon Musk and his companies are receiving federal funds, and because they're receiving federal funds and marijuana is illegal, he shouldn't be allowed to go on Joe Rogan's podcast and smoke. He needs to be drug tested if he's going to continue to receive these federal funds, right? So apparently the FBI showed up to drug test Elon Musk a lot more after that incident. Again, it just shows you the hypocrisy of the same government officials that are demanding Brittney Griner's unjustly release, while at the same time having laws on the books and enforcing these laws, the exact same laws that Russia is enforcing. Speaking of drug tests, there is definitely somebody that needs to be drug tested besides Elon Musk. And that is CNN's Miss Dana Bash, who probably gave the most insane take that I've heard about the whole Brittney Griner situation since it began. But nobody should be surprised. Take a look.
We know, again, she has been found guilty, but the sentencing, I wonder what your thoughts are. And as you answer that, I just want to sort of inject one thing here, which is that the reason Brittney Griner and other women are in Russia playing basketball is because they don't get paid anywhere near what the men get paid in the U.S., and that's just what they do.
Exactly, Dana. Brittney Griner's salary, the top salary in the WNBA, is about $230,000, $240,000. With bonuses, you can get it up another couple $100,000. The top salary in the NBA is over $40 million.
Defense for all these months. Let's just get real. How much of this is because she is a 6'9", black, lesbian American?
Well, I think that the last part, especially being an American, is obviously one of the big issues, and certainly something that may have led to a tougher verdict here. Of course, we.
So, Dana, tell me, which one is it, Dana? Is it because she's a woman, okay, and the gender wage gap, is that the reason why she's locked up, or is it because she's black and gay, right? Which one is it, okay, or is it all of it, right? Is it just everything, right? Is it everything except Brittney Griner breaking the law, right? Tell me what it is, okay? Because obviously it is whatever relieves Brittney Griner of the personal responsibility that, you know, she should take, the accountability she should take for going over there, right? It had nothing to do with her own actions, okay? And in fact, you know, being black and gay is the exact same reason why they locked up the other prisoners over there in Russia, right? The Marines that's over there, the former Marines, the other people that's locked up, the white males, right? They got them because they're black and gay, right? Is that why they got them too? Because it doesn't seem to me like their white male privilege is helping them out with racist, sexist, homophobic bigot Vladimir Putin, right? Again, the mainstream liberal media claims that Putin is a, again, racist, sexist, homophobic bigot, okay? And that's part of the reason why he locked up Brittney Griner, okay? It has nothing to do with her actually breaking the laws. So by that logic, you would think that some of these white males that are locked up would have some white privilege, right? They would use some of that white privilege in order to get out. However, that doesn't seem to be the case, right? It doesn't seem like Putin is very considerate of their white privilege, as much as he's thinking about the fact that these are Americans who, you know, at least in some cases, again, justly or unjustly, put themselves in situations where they could get locked up by Russia, okay, and detained. Again, Dana Bash here, as a woke white liberal woman, is trying to score virtue signaling points. That's all this is. She knows what she's saying is stupid. The person that was the other reporter in that interview when she said that they locked her up because she's black and gay, he knows that's stupid, but even he couldn't tell her that what you're saying is stupid, and that's why he said, well, I think it has more to do with the fact that she's American, right? Which is 100% correct, right? Yeah, that was almost an unbelievable moment, but At the same time, it's CNN. Okay? And they're going to take the chance to do this whenever they can. Because, again, there's certain people in this country that simply can't be held accountable for their actions. Again, guys, I've never seen anything like this. I've never seen a so-called systemically racist and homophobic country vouch so hard for a black, gay, female basketball player to get out of a foreign prison when she admitted guilt to a crime. I've never seen anything like it, especially considering the fact that we didn't seem to give a damn about the white male Americans that are locked up in Russian prison. But I thought this country was built on white supremacy, right? And protecting the institution of white supremacy, right? I thought that that's what this country was about. Or is, you know, these Americans, these white male Americans that are locked up over there in Russia, are they supposed to take responsibility for their actions because they're white? And Brittney Griner is not supposed to take any responsibility or personal accountability for her actions because she is, you know, a black woman and that is LGBTQ, right? I'm just saying, somebody make it make sense. When Brittney Griner, right, when she gets back to the United States, if she ever gets back to the United States, and I hope that she does, I hope this is a learning lesson for her. I hope that she never, ever, ever kneels for the national anthem, disrespects the national anthem, ever talk about how much she hates this country ever again. I hope she appreciates the freedoms that she has in this country that she is blessed to have as an American. I hope she realized that. Okay, I'm pretty sure every night in that jail cell, she is thinking about how great it is to be an American, how much she appreciates America. At least I hope so, right? But I mean, hey, according to people like LeBron James, you know, she should hate America, right? Even more for being locked up in America, not doing enough, quote unquote, not doing enough, offering a Russian's arm dealer, not doing enough to get her out of prison. So we'll see what happens. There are reports that, you know, Russia is now, you know, actually seriously talking about making an exchange. We'll see if it actually happens. My guess is that eventually it will happen because the wokes will pressure Biden to basically give up anything to get Brittney Griner back home, even if it means putting Americans' lives in danger. It is what it is. But let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a black conservative perspective. Peace.